And away we go. It is the Aftermath, brought to you by Galactic Fried Chicken, right here on BearcatJournal.com. Go see our good friends at Galactic Fried Chicken. They're in Dayton, Kentucky, just down the street from Newport on the Levee. So easy to get to, centralized location. They have the best fried chicken in the city. It's gluten-free. If you need gluten-free, they have it. They use rice flour instead of wheat flour. How about that? Great fried chicken, great chicken tenders, great chicken dunkers. Love the fries, the coleslaw. The fried pickles are amazing. And, of course, the galactic sauce is out of this world. So go see our good friends. They will get you taken care of. Galactic Fried Chicken, Dayton, Kentucky, today. And a former Bearcat, Shane, played football for UC. Did you know that, Aaron? Shane played football for UC. You want to support a local business? Want to support a local business that's got a former Bearcat at the helm? Galactic Fried Chicken. All right, here we go. It was a rough night for Brent Young, but Bearcats take down NJIT 94-67. That was rough. Like, that was rough. They were right at the cusp. Are you going to take this down?
Yeah, I took it down. I was laughing.
They were right at the cusp. Right at the cusp of hitting the cover. And then they bank in a three.
Stop gambling.
Stop gambling in games like this, where the line is 34.5, and things like that can happen when you're up 33 with 90 seconds left. All right, let's get to it, Aaron. I will turn it over to you. 94-67 is your final. Bearcats, they didn't play their absolute best, but still a convincing win over a very bad New Jersey Institute of Technology squad.
I'll start with the bad, because the good is probably a little easier. I don't know how you lost the rebound battle in this game, 40-38. It's not great. I thought they were at times a little sloppy with it, even though you only end up with 9 turnovers. It just seemed like it felt a little sloppy, a little disconnected at times.
Well, there were 6 in the first half. Especially the first 12 minutes.
I'm going to say probably more so early on than later in the game. But those are probably my only 2 real gripes with the game. Outside of that, I guess defensively they could have been a little tighter, particularly in the first half. As you kind of I don't know what point you really ran away with it. I guess it was probably at the 5 minutes left in the first half. You just kind of put your foot on the gas a little bit more, although they never actually put the pedal on the floor. But I thought that shooting was pretty good. You go 50%. Shooting from 3, 37.5%. We won't mention the throws, which for most teams are free.
Well, they were fine until they missed 5 in the final segment. That was another Brent. I was just laughing because, they could have easily ballooned that thing up close to 40. Buck misses 2. Jordy misses 1 of 2. Buck misses 1 of 2. So you had 6 free throws at the very end that they went 2 of 6, which completely tanked the free throw stats.
We won't mention the throws, which for most teams are free, but 24 assists in this game. Again, you kept your turnovers under 10 at 9 for the whole game. Fantastic.
Only 3 in the second half.
Yep. 9 steals in this one. You had 33 points off turnovers, which is crazy. You had 42 points in the paint. I love that. You forced 20 turnovers defensively. 19 fast break points. I don't know. I enjoyed all of that. 1.27 was your points per possession. That's pretty good. I don't know. I thought Shauna Bayev played magnificently most of the
Yeah.
night. I enjoyed his shot selection tonight. I wasn't upset with any of that. Um, right now, I'm okay if Mustafa Cham doesn't shoot a three for a while.
That one was
But
a little unnecessary. I mean,
two of them.
well, the second one, whatever. It was you're up 30 or whatever, 25, 30 at that point. I don't really care. Oh, Twitter's melting down right now, Hunter. Well, Twitter was melting down in the first half. And then in the second half, it got strangely quiet. It's funny how that works. The second one, whatever, I don't care. The first one, off the catch with like 24 seconds on the shot clock, you just hoist one up. Like when you're already like not off to a good start, we can do without that moo. We can do without that moo.
We saw a Jordy Rodriguez breakout in this game. We saw Keyshawn Tillery making his presence known in this game. He does get the technical, although I didn't hate it.
Go get you some, boy. I didn't care about that.
we saw Shauna Bayev get to throw a couple down on the fast break. You almost saw maybe Mustafa Cham's best alley-oop of the season. If he had both knees up, he was ready. But it almost looking like the Shaq logo, but was not to be, unfortunately. I mean, you did all of this and you win 94-67 without, again, arguably your best player in Baba Miller, who's out day to day. We'll see when he's able to make his return. I don't expect it before Thanksgiving.
I don't think he'll play Wednesday. I mean, I wouldn't play him Wednesday, and just unless he just feels great. Like unless he's just like, I feel great.
You don't want to re-aggravate something hip, something that could be a lingering thing throughout the rest of the season. You just let that come back and be good before you're out there pressing it.
He was walking around before the game pretty easily. Like it didn't look like he was like laboring. Didn't look like there was like a limp or a noticeable like what's the hitch in his gait, so to speak.
Hitch in his giddy up.
Yeah. So he looked fine. There's no way in hell I would have played him tonight. Probably no way in hell I'd play him tomorrow or Wednesday.
On the flip side of that, I'm kind of surprised that they're still continuing to push out Jalen Celestine with. I mean, he's going every break they mentioned on the broadcast. Every break that he's going back in the tunnel and getting worked out by Bob with his back and stretched out.
The heating pad put on. They've got like that heating, vibrating like massage pad that they put on him. They said he was just tight. They wanted to get him some minutes tonight, especially with Baba out.
I say all that because I want to reiterate the fact, as I see on Twitter, people melting down about how we've lost the Baylor trade and can't believe looking at the numbers comparing Dan to Jalen here. Look, the guy's injured right now, and everybody was ready to run. People ran Dan out of town.
Well, yeah, they didn't want Dan, but now, they want Dan. Well, they didn't want the Dan experience anymore, but now they do.
But also Dan's good now because the coaching here is terrible, blah, 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 blah.
Dan's good because he's the third or fourth option. That's the thing. Also, Dan is a really good third or fourth option.
How often do you see things get jump-started when you have a change of scenery?
Right.
Sometimes you need that.
Yeah. But that's enough talking Dan for me until they play Baylor.
Agreed.
I don't care.
Fine.
Anywho, I just thought in the first half it was a little open gym-ish. I think it's difficult at times when you get out there. And Wes talked about this a little bit. Like they were playing a really weird defense.
Yeah.
They were playing like a zone. And then halfway through the possession, they manned up. That's not something you practice. It took a little while to adjust. I think that's why you were seeing too many threes early in the game. One, they were wide open. wide open. They didn't do a good enough job knocking some of those down that they should have. But that's going to be the case at times. You're not going to play great. I know there's this expectation that every team plays great for 40 minutes. And if you have a bad 4 minutes, you have a bad 8 minutes, then that means your head coach is a failure and your entire team sucks. It's really not that. Like it's 18 to 23-year-olds playing basketball. They're going to be inconsistent at times. That happens. But a lot of talk about Tyler. Tyler's going to be really good, guys. He's going to be really good.
It's everything he does, even like away from the ball. It's everything he does when he has the ball. He
just knows how to play basketball.
I thought the story that Wes told during the presser was fantastic. That he just makes the right play over and over and over again.
Yeah. My favorite one, Wes kind of didn't talk. He started talking about that instead of the play I wanted to talk about, which thanks, coach. One of my favorite things is finding a guy that you can flash to the high post in the middle of a zone. You throw it to him, and he knows whether to take the 1 or 2 dribbles and hit the easy little 8-footer, or he knows to take it, draw the defense, and hit the dunk spot. Well, they stayed home on the dunk spot so that he couldn't throw the pass. Tyler just, boom, catch, immediate turn, 1 dribble, 1-hander, 10-foot, bottom of the net. Like, that's that basketball IQ. Wes talked about the one with the missed dunk, where he went up and got it and immediately knew what to do with it. And then the other basket he had was the post move where he pivoted, spun middle, and the defense was there middle, and then kept his pivot foot, spun back around, and scored where the guy wasn't. Probably the best basketball IQ since Gary. Trey Scott got there, but Trey didn't have that as a freshman.
He makes excellent pass reads. You can't say enough about the game. The hustle plays are there. He truly understands. Like, Wes is having to teach and ramp up what it is to be a Bearcat, what it means to play Bearcat basketball. Tyler just gets it.
Yeah, and he's wanted to play for this program his whole life. So, not surprising that that he understands it. That's in his DNA. We'll get to him later, but I love watching him play.
The problem 2.0 doesn't sound catchy enough. What about the next problem?
No, it's too many words. Problematic? No, I don't like that either. We'll workshop it. Yeah, too many syllables. We'll workshop it. The hypothesis. Still too many syllables, but I like that direction, Hunter. We'll come up with it.
All right.
Mick problem. Oh, you guys are great. I love workshopping sessions with the chat.
It's fine.
The rebounding, a lot of it is just NJIT missed a lot of shots. 13 offensive rebounds, which is too high, but they missed 40 shots. So in a normal game, you're probably not going to see the rebounding disadvantage there. And again, a lot of long rebounds where the rebounds were going out 12, 15 feet. So, it happens. Really good. Maybe the best we'll see all year, Aaron. 20 turnovers, 33 points. That was the thing that was missing in the Louisville game. It was a lot of dead ball turnovers. There weren't a lot of points. Tonight, they got the turnover. A lot of live ball turnovers that went straight downhill to the rim. None better than Buck. Just he gets the ball and just is a flash, like a lightning bolt. Just straight downhill. I'm going to the rim. I don't care who gets in my way. I might Euro step. I might not. I might dipsy do. I might finish on the other side. But whatever it is, it's going to end with me at the rim and then probably on the floor and the ball going into the hoop.
Yeah, he's really fast. And tonight he got his 3-ball going. He hits his first 3 of the season.
Yeah. I don't know if he got his 3-ball going.
He hit one. That was a big deal. It was his first one of the season. That's fine. I thought I think his shot selection is fantastic. Even the mid-range, he hit, drilled it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, just another guy that you can't say enough good things about what he brings to the table. And
yeah, 33 points off turnovers. I don't think they will. I don't think they'll surpass that this year. Hopefully they will. But 33 points off turnovers is significant. Buck had a sequence where it seemed like he had 2 rebounds, 2 steals, a bucket, and an assist in about 30 seconds. He also had a stretch where Mick Cronin would have lost a lot of blood flow up here, where I think he had like 6 deflections in like 3 or 4 possessions. They just constantly.
That visual is terrible.
I love it.
Terrible.
I love it.
Getting back to you saw a lot of extended minutes for the guys at the back of the bench. We saw Halveen with his career high 11 points. Tyler McKinley, by the way, matches his career high with his 4. Jordy again
with the career high. Jordy with the career high.
Keyshawn Tillery with a career high. So a lot of these guys.
Career highs. That's what you need to do against a bad team, is have your backups get valuable minutes and produce. Best play of the night was Jordy diving on the ground to a corner 3. Loved it. You guys know I'm a big Jordy guy. I think he can help this team.
Was that the play where it was a rebound that they dove around the opposition's top of the key and passed it up?
Yeah.
On a fast break?
No, I think it was on UC's side, I think. And he came diving in from behind near midcourt, swooped in and got the rebound, and then moved it quick and ended up in the corner 3.
Do you know what play I'm talking about where somebody dove and I don't recall who. I couldn't see.
That's Tillery, I think.
Was it? Okay.
I think so. Yeah, a buck steal. Yeah. Are you saying Aaron's right? It was a buck steal that Jordy dove on the ground. I thought there was another one off a rebound that I thought he made a big hustle play on UC's end in the second half, but whatever. I like how he plays. I just think he's still getting adjusted to the physicality of this level. I think it was on UC's side. Okay. Yeah.
That was when you were talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, the Tillery it was a technical. It was a technical.
You can't do that.
This is not
in today's basketball. You can't flex and scream and get in the guy's face with the crazy eyes. Lordy, does that boy have some crazy eyes?
Like he is the sweetest, softest spoken kid off the court, and then on the court he turns into that.
Yeah.
Like he was pretty hyped. His hezzy burst is like that first step off hesitation is going to give people problems. I'm going to recommend this to him. Quit trying to finger roll at the front of the rim against centers and forwards. Because you're going to get blocked a lot. Like you do not have that kind of burst, my man.
He's missing an awful lot of those layups.
Hunter, he is 5'8.5". Dunk that shit. That is not an option. Maybe in the open court he can get one over the front of the rim. Dunking on a center in traffic, I dunk it anyway. But no, I mean, I thought the first 8 minutes were sloppy. I thought it was kind of, they got sucked into a little bit of like street ball, open gym. It looked like open gym, especially with that junk defense and them trying to figure out what was going to work and what didn't. I didn't think the hustle was exact. And some of that is exacerbated by the fact that they're missing threes 15 feet out and running, guards are running underneath it at 15 feet where your rebounders are at the rim. So I think that optically that plays into it, right? Like these guys are getting every loose ball. No, they're just running under like bricks that are flying all over the place.
Well, you're also missing in that rotation, that first rotation that you had out there with Jalen Celestine getting the start at the 4. You're missing your best rebounder.
Yeah, definitely. A guy that's 6'11", 7 foot that can snatch some of those out of the air before they get to 12, 13, 14 feet.
I'm just hesitant to call him your best rebounder because look, Chom
was also really good too.
Yeah,
I think I would call Baba your best rebounder just because I think he's better right now out of area. Chom might be a better
really well. Yeah,
Chom might be a better like if it's right in here, Chom's going to go get it. Jordy is a guy that can stretch.
Yeah, Chom's going to box you out. Baba's not necessarily going to box you out. He's just going to find a better position.
Jordy's going to be really good, but if he was getting erased defensively on screens tonight in the Big 12, would be a liability on D. Carl, that's what I'm talking about with like the physicality of the American game. Screens in Europe are more like speed bumps. And screens in
like
the United
last
States,
season's?
Yeah, like Cincinnati setting screens last year. They were very European in their screening style last year.
You're welcome.
They did set a lot of Euro screens, Aaron. It's going to take him a little while to get used to it. What he's got to learn is to not get hit on the screen. Find a way to get over it, get under it, get around it. Because generally you're not going to run through them. That's
he seems quick enough that he can figure out how to be slippery. Like I don't think that's going to be an issue for him.
He's just got to work on it. It takes a lot.
Does he wear head to toe spandex? Like I think he's pretty much spandexed out.
Does that make him slippery?
I would imagine.
Do they put Vaseline on it?
Look, I don't know, man. I'm not in that locker
room. I will say this, like that is being able to beat screens is learned. That is not something you're just innately. I mean, very few people are just innately good at that. I do think Buck is a guy that has learned how to do it, but I think he's got that like Gumby. Like he just slides over top of him. Like it's so fun. We talked about it with Mikel Brown in the Louisville game, like how frustrated Louisville was getting, both the screener and the ball handler, that they were trying over and over to get in ball screen situations, and Buck just was not letting it happen. I think Buck might be better at it than Newman.
I wonder at what point Gumby is an outdated reference to where nobody in the chat will know what you're talking about.
Wookin' Panub in all the wrong places. Wookin' Panub. That's Eddie Murphy imitating Buckwheat. Or as Gumby, yeah. Not Buckwheat. No, that was Buckwheat, actually. It was Eddie Murphy imitating Buckwheat. Yeah. I'm Gumby, damn it. That was Eddie Murphy doing Gumby. I have no idea who Gumby is.
Yeah.
John, you're old enough to know who Gumby is. You know, John's got my favorite BCJ user handle of all time, Aaron.
I think you bring this up every time John makes a comment in the chat, actually.
Lucy loves bananas. Anyone born after the 80s has no idea who Gumby is. I was born in 77, so I am
was 84, solid, right in the middle of the 80s there.
I only got a couple years left to 50. It's unbelievable. Anywho, let's get to our one player breakdowns. Yeah, breakdowns.
Yep. We'll start right at the top. Sean Abayev, 20 points in this one, 6 of 13 from the field, 4 of 11 from 3. He hit all 4 of his free throws. Good on you. 1 offensive, 7 defensive, giving him 8 rebounds. 20 and 8. I will take that all day long. Sean Abayev. 3 assists, by the way. 2 fouls, 2 turnovers, 2 steals, 28 minutes played, plus 10.
That's Sean Abayev. More of that. More of that, young man. He didn't force things. He was taking good shots. He was in rhythm. He got going early, which I think the team needed from him. Look, he's your best scorer. I think we're already at the point that's.
Well, go back to that ISO play he did tonight where he just shakes him down, drives right to the hoop, and it was late shot clock too, if I'm not mistaken. And just never looked like he was rushed, never looked uncomfortable. Just, this is my game. You're just a
Was that the Hezzy scoop where he held it like right here for a second? And then that was nasty. Like to get the shot, the block, the timing off, where he just, okay, now I'll go. It was pretty sweet. I liked it.
Fantastic game for him. Best game of his career, easily. And that gives him double digits in 4 or 5 games now.
They're going to need him. The one he tucked like a running back. And that right through the traffic on the hop step. And then up. I mean, he's got the whole scoring package. Like whatever it is, he's got it.
A 5-tool player.
A 5-tool offensive player. 5-tool player, it means you can do everything. He ain't to 5-tool yet defensively. But as a scorer, he's a 5-tool scorer. How's that?
He might have more than 5 tools offensively. I believe he does.
Okay.
We see it all.
But that's the Sean Abayev they need going forward.
We will move on to Mustafa Cham. 15 points, 7 of 12 from the field, 0 for 2 from 3. He hit his only free throw as well.
It was 10 bottles too.
10 defensive rebounds. That was all he had as far as rebounds go. 1 assist, 1 foul, 1 turnover, 1 block, 1 steal, 26 minutes played, plus 28 to lead all Bearcats.
Yeah, he's getting there, man. We are seeing it game by game get slower and slower for Mustafa Cham.
I'm curious when Baba comes back if that disrupts the way that he's flowing with the offense right now.
No.
He just looks extremely comfortable right now.
Baba is not a guy that's down in the post a lot, though. So he's not going to crowd. Like, you don't have to play them both block to block.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's going to I don't think it's going to bother him a whole lot offensively, because I think Baba is more like catch and slash, play you off, get a big guy out on him and then play him off the dribble. Real quick on this, Noah, I don't necessarily, I get what Terry's getting at, that Sean needs to attack more and not settle. For those driving lanes to open up, he's going to have to show he can hit the jumper. Like,
we also
for those hezzy moves and that stuff to work, he's got to be able to prove he's a threat from the perimeter, because defenders are going to sag and they're just going to say, I'll wait here for you. You can do all this, and I don't have to respect it because I don't think you're good enough to hit a high enough percentage if I sag off of you. As he gets more comfortable, as he shoots better from the perimeter, that will open up a lot more of that downhill stuff.
Well, we also talked about it last game against Louisville, where you want to take that I don't remember how many points he had. What, 12? And if you want to turn it up to a 20-point game, you have to attack to get to the free throw line to up that total.
But you get my point. They're not, until you prove that they have to defend you farther out than 15 feet, it's hard to get downhill and get to the rim and get fouled if they're playing 3-4 feet off of you. Like he's got to continue to develop his game and prove that you got to come out and guard him. And then that's when some of the other stuff opens up for him, I think.
Well, speaking of attacking more and not settling, we saw plenty of that tonight from Mustafa Cham. Getting back to him, he looked, again, just very comfortable. He looked like he was not. He looked like he was on a mission tonight to get to 15, and he ends up with a double nicely, and
sat the last 7-8 minutes.
Yeah, 26 minutes played. It felt like he was in an awful lot. And even when he was in with Tyler McKinley, I thought they played well together, actually, compared to against Louisville. They looked a little disjointed at times. I thought that was good tonight. So just something else that you can look for in the future, potentially.
Yeah, and that's the thing, Wolfie. As he gets more comfortable with what they're asking of him, he's not going to have to think as much.
For those of you on the audio only, the comment is Cham looked at his best when he just played and not think about it. Go on.
Yeah.
We just want to make sure. I know you upload these to the podcast, Cloud. So I just want to make sure that those who are listening in the audio only format have an idea as to what's going on in the comments.
Well, I'd rather them watch this. This is monetized. Well, maybe the podcast stuff will be monetized here soon, and we'll get some money off that too. And then I'll do a better job of that.
One sweet day.
It's coming. It's coming.
All right. Moving on. Sincere Harris, Buck Harris, as he was. Why are we asking that question 6 games into the season? I guess it was because the first time he was at the mic, at the podium afterwards. But Buck had 12 points, 4 of 7 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3, 3 of 7 from the free throw line, 2 offensive rebounds, 5 assists, 2 fouls, 1 turnover, 2 steals, 20 minutes played, plus 23.
He's exciting. Like he's just so, his hands are so good. Somebody compared him to a snake. And like the way that he just, like he sees the screen and just, and the way he can play like 5 inches from somebody's chest without fouling.
I was thinking salamander.
Maybe a salamander, like on the wall, like stuck to the wall. But he just is such a pest. He's so physically, like, and the crazy thing is he's probably the least physically imposing looking dude on the roster. Just if you saw him standing there.
Yeah, probably.
And then when he plays, he drives everybody crazy.
Well, and when we were sold the bill of goods on what is Sincere Harris, we were all told that he was not going to bring much offensively. And I think that we've all been impressed because maybe it was because of you. He was sold so low on what his offense was. I think we've all been impressed by what he brings to the table offensively. 12 points tonight for a guy who's not supposed to bring much offense. We said we'd be happy if he averaged 6.
That's what he had been averaging. I think he averaged 6.3 last year at West Virginia. So like 6-7 points. But he's much better at finishing than I was anticipating. I agree, John. That is where he has been exceptional. And until the last 2 minutes tonight, 3 minutes tonight, he's been really good at getting downhill, getting fouled, getting to the free throw line. And guess what? If you add 2, 3, 4 free throws a game to that 6 that he was averaging last year, Now you're at 10 because that's how math works.
Oh, this is so much different than the attitude I felt we were going to get when we were doing our pre-show.
Most annoying defender since Terrence Gibson. T-Rot's way up there. iMac was up there too. iMac was a little different. I've always been a big Rashad Bishop guy, but that was more on the wing as a defender than like defending guards. But yeah, he's outstanding. Buck makes winning plays. I hope he keeps slashing and puts more pressure on the defense. Agree, Nick. Agree.
All right, we'll keep it moving. Alvin Zella actually is next with his 11 points, 4 of 5 from the field, 3 of 4 from the line, 3 offensive, 1 defensive, giving him 4 rebounds, 3 fouls, 1 turnover, 14 minutes played, -1.
I thought Halvin was going to get Brett across the finish line there for a couple minutes, Aaron.
He tried
when he was getting buckets, getting points at the end. I really thought he was gonna get Brent to the finish line. When they got up to 33, I was like, "Ooh, how he might get him there." And then the missed free throw start, the bank 3 starts. Poor Brent.
If you had told me last season that Alvin Zella was going to be playing as much as he's been playing this year, I would have told you were crazy. If you had told me that he was going to score 11
in a college game,
granted it was non-con, granted it was NJIT, but sure. I don't want to take any of that away from the fact that Alvin Zella has been an energy guy. He has been a guy who is not afraid to throw his body around and do the things that it takes to make the hustle play, and he doesn't stop moving.
The rebound that bounced off his stomach was a bad look, but hey, we all have bad moments from time to time.
Sure. Look, he's not a polished product by any stretch. No. I think he would tell you that. But the improvement that he has made from last season is nothing short of amazing.
Well, just think about, like, if you would have needed him last year, Baba gets hurt, you're without him for a game, we would not have had a very favorable opinion of the 10th and 11th guys that they needed to put in to finish a game like that.
If Aziz had gotten hurt last year and Alvin would have had to play, you would have been up Schitt's Creek.
Yeah.
So he's put in a ton of work. Well done, sir.
Big Alvin guy.
Jordy Rodriguez.
My guy.
10 points. 3 of 5 from the field, 3 of 4 from 3, 1 of 2 from the line, 1 offensive, 1 defensive, giving him 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 22 minutes played, plus 18.
I missed one of his threes. I missed the one in the second half. I remember the curl and the bank. I remember that one. I missed the second one in the first half, I think, because he had 2. I saw he had 2 at halftime. I was like, how did I miss?
He was in the corner by the corner by the bench late in the second half, I think.
No, I remember that one, and I remember the bank. I don't remember the third one.
Maybe it was earlier on then.
It was in the first half, because at halftime he was 2 of 3, and I was like,
"Yeah,
how do I only remember one?"
I don't remember who kicked it to him. I want to say he was on the TV announcer side.
Okay. Jordy's nickname needs to be Smooth Operator. He's got a very pretty shot. Like that's if he can get up to speed with some of the physicality and get his defense to serviceable. He's not going to be a great defender at any point this year. But if he can get it to serviceable, I think he can help you at times.
I'm going to call him Spandex.
You're giving out nicknames like at the playground. Hey, Spandex, you in? Spandex, we need one. Hey, Spandex, we need one. You in?
I think it's
Can you
funny.
shoot?
Uh,
like a character in like White Men Can't Jump.
yeah, that's fine.
Hey, Spandex.
He looked more comfortable out there tonight. He did have a little time off, as he didn't log a minute, I don't believe, in Louisville. But it looks like it's starting to slow down a little bit for him. So that's, I think, good. He looked like he was, and that's why people like Brent more than Aaron. Yeah, probably.
No, I love his hustle. I love his effort. I love his jump shot. If you got those things, your family, your religion, the Green Bay Packers, I think you're going to be all right. Let's see how old you are if you got that one. Did you get that one?
I didn't get that one.
What do you mean? The Jimmy V speech.
Oh, I always turn the channel. It's boring. It's boring. Oh, it's fine. Keyshawn Tillery, 9 points, 4 of 10 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3, 0 for 1 from the free throw line, 1 defensive rebound, 1 assist, 4 fouls, including his technical, 3 turnovers, 1 steal, 19 minutes played, plus minus 0. You gonna come back for that?
I was just. Who were we talking about?
Keyshawn Tillery.
Keyshawn. Yeah. Maybe a little I get why he's a little, and I guess you need him to figure out what finishing at the rim looks like at this level, because he is not confident in it yet. He can get there. He's just always afraid somebody's coming from the weak side to spank that shit into the fourth row. So he's going to have to figure some up and under stuff. He needs a little float game when he gets to like 4 or 5 feet where he can get it up and in. Because for a guy of his size, finger rolling at the front of the rim is a problem. Like somebody's going to get to it. So he's got to diversify that a little bit. But all the other stuff I love, like his hesitation, first step, his downhill stuff is outstanding. Best mean mug since Kyle Washington. Love it.
Appreciate the donation, Hunter. Terry brought up a good point. There was a pass that he had made at one point to Halveen down low, and Halveen immediately turns it over because when he made that pass, there was 3 guys around him, around Halveen.
Yeah.
But he passed it low, and so Halveen has to go down to get it, and he didn't stand a chance. So it ends up being a jump ball.
He also did it with I think Chom on a fast break when he threw it low and somebody, the little guard came right underneath and tipped it away. Yeah. Where if he puts it up here a little bit,
right,
there's a better chance Chom can get that, go up and dunk it. But he's getting there. He's learning.
Terry just brought up the fact that it was something that you're doing in high school, but you can't do that at this level because, again, to your point, the guards are too quick. They got fast hands. They're gonna embarrass you. Also, Terry made the reference that Keyshawn Tillery looks like I show speed, which
kind of does.
That's not bad.
He kind of does.
Which is fantastic considering Speed is from Cincinnati, if you didn't know that. Yeah. And he was just here for the Ruler of the Jungle.
We need to get and he's pretty short too, right? He's kind of a little guy.
Yeah. I mean, he's not tall.
We need to get him and I Show Speed doing like the Spider-Man meme.
That dude is jet setting everywhere. He went from Dubai on an 18-hour flight overnight to get to the Ruler of the, like he went to the UFC fight on Saturday and hopped a flight to get here. That's bananas.
They need to get it. Like you need NIL. Like that guy's got $1 billion now, doesn't he? Holy crap.
Something like that.
Get him around the basketball program.
Hell yeah.
Speed's 5'8". Yeah. So he's like him and Keyshawn Tillery would be perfect in the Spider-Man
Best
We need
friends.
subs. Get him on. Yeah, for sure. No doubt.
All right, we'll move on to Day. 6 points, 2 of 4 from the field, all threes, 1 offensive, 2 defensive, giving him 3 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 fouls, 1 steal, 25 minutes played, plus 22 for Day.
Plus 22 is pretty good. Plus 22 is pretty good, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't really need him. They, like the 5 assists, great. Like ran the offense, facilitated. They didn't need him as a big time scorer tonight. So I like that he was he deferred a little bit.
Well, you kind of needed in this particular game, I think. You needed to let your other accent pieces show out a little bit. Instill some confidence in guys like Keyshawn Tillery, like Sean Abayev, like Jordy Rodriguez. So good on you. Didn't need to take it over. We know what Day can do.
Yeah.
And he was tasked with stopping David Bolden and Sebastian Robinson in this one. So he had his hands full.
Yeah.
Moving on, 4 points. No, 5 points for Kirk Kriisa. 2 of 3 from the field, 1 for 1 from 3, 2 defensive rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal, only 18 minutes. I don't believe he's had a game where he's been under 20, but plus 21 in those 18 minutes.
Yeah, I hit a 3 early. Felt like he was just kind of in a supporting role tonight. Like, bring the ball up, get the ball moving. And then he was another one that early in the second half, I think they just were like, all right,
we're good.
You're a veteran. You got your run in tonight. We'll get you out.
I know it was only 18 minutes, but no turnovers. He's not had a game where he's had no turnovers.
Assists, no turnovers. I'll take it.
Moving the ball well and making the right passes as opposed
I actually saw him a couple times. I saw him a couple times tonight get ready to do the crazy pass and then not do it. So we're making progress there, Aaron. Making progress.
The quarterback heave.
Yeah. He took one, like he took a dribble and he was like, and then hesitation dribbled out of it. I was like, he thought about throwing a stupid pass. He almost did it.
We'll move right along. Tyler McKinley, 4 points, 2 of 3 from the field, 2 offensive, 1 defensive, giving him 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 foul, 1 turnover, 13 minutes played, plus 14.
Love him.
He was fantastic.
Plus 14 in 13 minutes. Like, I just, I'm a basketball guy. You guys know that. I am a diehard basketball junkie. I love watching Tyler McKinley play basketball.
Yep. And we've talked a little bit enough about Tyler McKinley through this show anyway. I don't know that there's much else to say in that regard. 2 points for Jalen Celestine, 0 for 6 from the field, 0 for 5 from 3. Did make his 2 free throws that he had, 1 defensive rebound, 1 assist, 11 minutes, plus 3.
Back was bothering him clearly.
Right.
His shot looked flat. Like if you've seen him shoot in other games, his shot looked super flat. There you go. Wolfie just said it too.
You could see. You could see it.
Yeah.
Like from even on TV, you generally, I don't feel like you can tell how flat it looked.
You're not getting your legs into it. You're not getting under the shot and getting it up in the air. And that was a big problem tonight for him. And West did the right thing. Hey, we tried to get you out there. Hopefully on something like that, like the more you play, the more it loosens up. Didn't seem to be the case, especially coming out of halftime. Played him 2 minutes in the second half, and that was it.
And then is it Grady, right? Or Grant Derbyshire.
Grant Derbyshire.
0 for
Thought
1.
He was gonna get a bucket.
0 for 1 from the field. 1 minute played. Give him the second minute. He was out there for like 150. Give him the second. -3.
Good to see him in the game. Good to be in a position where it's always good when the walk-ons get in, Aaron. Always good.
You ain't lying.
All right. You got anything else?
We get to do this all over again in 2 days.
We do.
Quick bounce back game.
And then off until Monday. For basketball, at least.
Yeah.
And I like that they normally play Saturday and they don't play again for a week. Like there's a week off for the X game. I like that next week is Monday, Friday. I like that.
Well, there you go.
All right. We will Aaron and I will have a talking tomorrow. And also a George in the Jungle. Joe Burrow's back, Aaron.
Joe Burrow is back. Just in time for Turkey Day.
They got a 1% chance to make the playoffs.
They are only 3 games back in the standings.
So you're saying there's a chance.
With Joe Burrow, I feel like there's always a chance.
There's not. This defense is terrible. But I'll let you and George talk about that tomorrow. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Love you guys. Appreciate you. We'll see you Wednesday night. That's the Aftermath, brought to you by Galactic Fried Chicken, right here on BearcatJournal.com.
See ya!